Welcome to the Pennsylvania College of Technology Lumley Aviation Center. Let's tour the building so you can take a look around at what we do here at the Aviation Center. This is the Reciprocating Engines Lab, where you will team up with a friend or two and tear down an entire aircraft engine bolt by bolt. Each team will disassemble a 6-cylinder Lycoming engine, which is one of the most prolific engines in the general aviation market. Then you'll reassemble the whole thing. Once it's back together, you'll either mount it on one of our video remote monitored engine test cells or install it onto one of our airplanes out in the hangar. You'll hook everything up, time the ignition, and then test run it yourself to verify that everything is working properly. The Turbine Engines Lab is where you'll get a chance to tear down and reassemble real turbine engines that have run on various different aircraft, from small planes and helicopters to big planes like the C-130. Although it's not a requirement to completely disassemble multiple turbine engines to meet the FAA's minimum requirements to get your A&P license, we here at Penn College believe that the best way to understand how a complex mechanical system works is to tear it apart, hold all the pieces in your hand, see how they interact with one another, and then put them all back together again. All aircraft are becoming increasingly more electrically complex, so you'll have 5 A&P classes in the electrical lab. We begin with the basic concepts of electricity and current flow, schematic symbols, electrical circuit components, and tools. After building a few simple circuits, we'll move on to actual aircraft circuits. This twin-engine trainer is a complete aircraft electrical system made of the actual aircraft components and wiring. It will help you transition from the theoretical to the physical, so that the jump to the real thing on the aircraft is an easy one. The Metal Fabrication Lab is where you'll learn to weld steel and learn to work with aircraft aluminum. You'll build a sheet metal project like this one out of real aircraft aluminum. There are plenty of specialty tools needed to build a section of aircraft wing like this. Your toolkit will have the basics, but we've got all the expensive specialty tools needed right in our student tool room. Here are some examples of the tools you'll use. Just sign out the tool and get to work. The Composite Slab covers aircraft technologies from the very first airplane up to the latest modern design. For this reason, we have a fully ventilated composite slab in which you will build a wing section from scratch, similar to the one that you built of sheet metal. You'll damage it and repair it, because the best way to learn how to repair damaged aircraft skin is to actually repair damaged aircraft skin. You will work with many types of materials: resins, fiberglass, carbon fiber, and even Kevlar. While learning about all the various aircraft finishes, including fabric coverings and other aircraft restoration techniques, you'll have several chances to work in the heated, full downdraft paint booth that can fit an entire aircraft inside to be painted all at once. Everything you've seen so far is included in the 2-year certificate and associate programs. Once you've finished the first 2 years, you can continue your aircraft maintenance education in this room, where things really get interesting in the 3rd and 4th years of your bachelor's degree. This is the Avionics Lab. In here, you'll apply what you learn about communication and navigation radios, testing equipment, global positioning systems, automatic dependent surveillance broadcast, traffic collision avoidance systems, and other equipment, like this weather radar, which allows the pilot to see live weather conditions directly in front of the aircraft. This is an example of a test signal that the unit displays during one of the bench testing procedures that you'll do during your lab work. The hangar is where you'll put to practice what you learned in class. Most days you'll spend an hour or so in lecture and the rest of the day working hands-on in the hangar or one of the labs. The Aviation Program at Penn College offers 3 tracks for achieving your goals, all of which include qualifying for your Airframe and Powerplant Certificate, or A&P, which allows you to work on anything that flies in the US. That means anything from a jumbo jet to a blimp, all the way down to a little one-seat glider or any other civilian airplane or helicopter. With your A&P, you can sign off your own work and perform helicopter and general aviation maintenance. Or you could work for a major airline or a repair station and even become a team lead. The federal government mandates the training requirements that must be met before a student qualifies to test for these certifications. We offer this certificate program in a 2-year format. Some students decide to take a few extra general courses and elective courses to leave with an associate's degree all at the same time. Having an associate's degree along with your A&P opens even more doors in your career, such as working freelance as an A&P mechanic, doing status reports, logbook auditing, and inspections. You could also run parts and inventory operations or become director of maintenance at an aircraft maintenance facility. Many students choose to stay for an additional 2 years in order to complete the NCAT ASTM accredited Bachelor of Science degree in aviation maintenance with an emphasis in avionics. If you choose to do the same, you'll spend your 3rd and 4th years of study diving deeper into aircraft electronics and systems like communication and navigation, weather radar, surveillance systems, and autopilots, as well as human factors training and other management skills. Adding this bachelor's degree to your now growing arsenal of professional skills expands your career options even further, such as running your own aircraft maintenance company or working for the Federal Aviation Administration. Some corporate operators will only hire mechanics who already have their bachelor's degree because they like to promote from within. The management positions require a bachelor degree. No matter which track you choose, everyone goes through the same first 2 years at the Lumley Aviation Center while working toward their A&P Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. It might sound like a lot at first, but most of that time is working hands-on with real aircraft in the hangar or out on the flight line. Each day consists of a short morning lecture followed by hands-on lab work. You will get to work closely with your instructors in classes that are typically 20 students or less, which means there is plenty of time to clarify concepts throughout the day as you work hands-on with the systems about which you still have questions. For more information about the Aviation Program, or if you have any questions that weren't answered here, just give us a call at 800-367-9222 or visit our website at www.pct.edu.